Walking into the light full of grace. How do you grow wiser, graciously or painfully? As we move through cycles and stages in our life, we mature and become wiser through our many challenges and uncertainties. Trials and tribulations that we have all experienced in one form or another are all part of living life. From a higher perspective, it is where you find the wisdom and understanding to process, assimilate, and digest so that pure growth is the outcome. Your challenges that may come in various stages or cycles in your life can be approached either with grace or with intense emotions that leave you in a controlling stance or perhaps in a battleground for defending yourself or the situation at hand. Each approach offers a different outcome, but the opportunities for expansion are there nevertheless. However, one has an energy and vibration that is lighter and brighter than the other. By allowing for grace to come to the forefront when approaching a situation where you are being challenged or feel uncertain, you will no doubt expand with a higher and more aligned result. What springs forth are a magical series of outcomes that would not necessarily happen if you were to approach it with behavior and reaction that comes from anger and or fear. The challenge that is approached gracefully unfolds with less emotional confusion, chaos, and the need to control. What do you do in these circumstances, and how would one get from a place of intense emotions into a place full of grace? This may be a challenge within itself because in the heat of being in a situation that leaves you with feelings of intense level emotions isn't a good starting point to take any action, let alone to react to it. In fact, grace cannot enter when one is vibrating anger, control, fear. Grace is a much higher energy and vibrates likewise. Anger and fear are dense and heavy and have no place for grace. This new challenge then becomes another opportunity for growth and accumulation of further wisdom. Firstly, you want to adhere to the 3 C's by being calm, collected, and have the clarity that this situation calls for, without the anxiety that seems to be on top form at this point. You certainly don't want to react suddenly, provoking others to follow suit, where you have a potential for a full force battle. So stop whatever you are doing. Take a breath, breathe, allow the breath to fill you up, and then exhale it out. You want to do this several times until your inhalation and exhalation is more settled and natural. Make sure you are breathing from the abdomen as opposed to the chest area. This is very important because some of us automatically breathe from the chest area when we are highly charged with anxiety and panic. Look around you. By looking around you, you will come back to your present surroundings, which will in turn help you to get out of your head with the intense emotions. This also helps you to root yourself back in the moment. Once you feel grounded, ask yourself, what would love do here? Grace can then make its entrance without any hesitation whatsoever. Grace becomes like a warrior spirit within that is strong, bold, and yet full of heart. At this point, grace will lead you hand in hand to your heart. The power and strength of grace can reinforce you to act, not react from heart space, where grace sits comfortably cheering you on as you simultaneously align with your higher self. When you take action from this place, you are following God's will. And with that said, whatever happens from this point onwards is in the hands of God. And thus, you are more likely to accept more graciously rather than to reject more painfully what you are going through. It is said that grace is a gift from God. Being thankful, grateful, and appreciative at this juncture will suffice. You understand and can discern with clarity, and as a result, wisdom fills your pockets, and you are overflowing with grace, leaving you full of grace to move through any challenges or uncertainty that comes your way. You are no longer in bondage and taken prisoner of any challenges or uncertainties with others through fear, anger, and control. You are led by grace and have taken action from heart space. So although you may have had to walk through the tunnel of darkness where only anger, fear, and control dominates, you complete your mission from heart space, having positive results, and then end up walking into the light full of grace.